Bro, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 quick things that you can use right away to pretty much instantly improve your ability to focus. Because I've been realizing recently that one of the most important skills that we can learn these days is the ability to focus. Because if you can focus, you will destroy pretty much all your competition. You will do really well in studying, achieve whatever you want. Because if you look at how most people these days study, like focus is rare these days, bro. Like you go to a university library or something like that, and you look around at how all the students are studying. They're going to the library, they're sitting down for like 6 hours, 10 hours, and they're doing really shallow study. You know, they're sitting down, they're typing for 5 minutes, they get a notification, they check their notification. They continue to study for 5 minutes, and they're like, oh, I think I'll start playing this game. They'll study, I'll go walk and do whatever. Like, they do 10 hours of shallow work. Bro, if you can focus, you could get that work done in like an hour and a half. So if you learn how to focus and improve your ability to focus, not only will you destroy everyone, but you'll actually use less time to study, and you'll do way better work because you can get into a really deep focus state. So I've been really obsessed with improving my focus over the past few years, and I've been learning a lot of things and working on it. And bro, I only really study 1 to 2 hours a day max, and I get everything done because you don't actually need to study for that long. You just have to study really intensely. So in this video, I'll share with you some tips. So the first thing that I can tell you that I've learned about focus is control your environment. Now, I don't necessarily mean like your environment could be distracting, like there could be people everywhere, or there could be notifications and stuff going on and noise. Like, yes, that does affect your ability to focus. But also, you got to realize your brain is a habit machine. So if in a certain environment, you have the habit of doing a specific thing, then every time you go back to that environment, you will get like an impulse, like an urge to do that thing. So I'll give you an example. In my room here, over the years, I always go into my room and I'm always usually just checking my phone, kind of mindlessly scrolling on social media or playing games or something like that, which is what I used to do all the time in my room. So every time I come into this room, I get urges and desires to go on my phone, be mindless, do entertaining stuff. So I find it so difficult to focus in my room. So, but I find if I go to a library or I go to a cafe or something, I can instantly focus so much better, and I don't get those urges, those compulsions to check my phone and stuff. So bro, if you're in an environment where you constantly do something entertaining or something like that, and you're trying to study there, it could be that your brain just has the habits to do those entertaining things. So the tip I could give you is maybe try go to a library, or what many people do these days is they'll rent out a working space. Now you don't have to go that far. You could just go to a cafe or something. But changing up your environment could be one of the reasons you constantly get distracted and daydream and can't focus. Now the second thing that I can think of that could be affecting your ability to focus, this one is less talked about, I feel like. I never hear this spoken about, but it affects my ability to focus so much, bro, that I've been realizing recently. It's diet. Now, try this experiment. Try read or try do some study, try focus, and note how well you focus. And then eat any kind of carbs. So bread, pasta, oats, anything like that. And then try focus again. You'll realize that your focus is so affected by those carbs. Now this is something I learned about from the scientist Andrew Huberman. 2/3 of people experience this kind of crash after they eat carbs. So I realize when I eat carbs, and I try to focus afterwards, my mind just kind of wanders. I'm thinking about random stuff. I'm mindless. I can't focus on my work at all. So specific foods could be affecting your ability to focus. Now to really learn what foods affect your ability to focus, you kind of have to experiment. So for me, it's mainly carbs. Carbs destroy my ability to focus, bro. So I've gone so far that as I'm extreme, I don't eat carbs before nighttime. So during the afternoon and the morning, I can have that crystal clear focus because I don't eat carbs in the afternoon. So, you don't have to go that extreme, but just kind of like experiment and see which foods like destroy your focus, bro. Because some foods just tank your focus. They make you stupid, honestly. Some foods make you stupid. So like, you might not have the awareness for this, you might not realize it, but maybe like, after mealtime, do you realize that you get really tired? Because like for me, it used to be after lunchtime, I would just be dead. I would like want to nap, want to sleep, I couldn't focus. And here's another thing that I do that gives me like, honestly, like insane, like Adderall level focus, bro. I just don't eat breakfast. I don't eat till like 2 or 3 hours into my day. And when you try to do work when you're fasted, bro, I guarantee you're gonna be focusing better than you've ever focused in your life if you give this a try. Try doing work or study before you eat breakfast. Now you might be thinking like, oh, but bro, when I wake up, I'm so hungry, I need that fuel to get me to study. Here's the thing about breakfast. The reason you get hungry at breakfast time is because you have the habit of eating breakfast first thing when you wake up. Now, if you think about for most of human history, did humans eat breakfast? Well, actually, no, they didn't. Because to eat, they had to hunt, they had to get food first. So they didn't eat breakfast. They did their hard hunting work first thing in the morning while they were fasted, and then they ate. So actually in the morning, first thing in the morning, that's when your focus is actually the best. But since you have the habit of eating, your brain will send you hunger signals first thing in the morning because you have this habit of eating first thing. So yes, if you try to do this, you try to focus first thing in the morning, you'll get really hungry and you'll feel really weak. But if you push through that pain for like a week or two, you will get over that habit, and bro, I guarantee your focus will be insane first thing in the morning. Like, give this a try. Okay, now the third thing that I can think of affecting your ability to focus, this one I don't think is very commonly well known, but it's that you don't realize that focus is actually a skill. So according to the book Deep Work, actually I've got it right here, the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. Bro, amazing book, 10 out of 10 book. Highly recommend it if you want to like improve your ability to work and like focus and just have a general like philosophy around doing work. Anyway, the book says that some of the best thinkers in the world, like some of the best creative minds and creative thinkers in the world, can actually only focus at maximum capacity for about 4 hours a day. And here you are, bro, trying to do like 10 hours of study in a day. Like, you gotta realize that focus is actually a skill that you have to build up. It's like a muscle, bro. So if you've never trained focusing intensely for long periods of time, then you're not gonna be able to use that ability. So like, for example, if you use TikTok or like really short form content, then you're training your focus to be switching to different contexts like every 30 seconds. So when you go to focus on one thing for like an hour, your brain's gonna wanna get that impulse to switch contexts like every 30 seconds. So if you're really bad at focusing, if you're at a really low level in the focus skill, you have to train it. You have to start with like focusing really intensely for like 20 minutes and then slowly build up over time. Like for me, I realized that every time I go on like a holiday where like in high school when I went on holiday and I didn't practice focusing for like a month or two, when I would come back to school, I would not be able to focus on my homework for more than like 30 minutes. And I had to build that up over like a week or 2 or 3. So you may just have to put intent into working on your focus skill. And you do that by starting with small blocks of time and making an intention to study as hard and intense as you can. Kind of like pushing as hard as you can in the gym to build your muscles or whatever. And this is backed up by the scientist Andrew Huberman. He confirmed that focus is a skill. But also one more thing, there's a length of time called an ultradian cycle, which is 90 minutes of time. And that's about the maximum that a human being can concentrate with full focus. So if you're trying to like do full focus for more than 90 minutes, you find your focus starts dropping at 90 minutes, bro, that's actually natural, that's normal. We can't really focus for more than 90 minutes at a time. So you got to realize that, you know, your focus is meant to drop at 90 minutes and you got to take a break or whatever. Or maybe like you can focus for like 2 hours or something, I don't know, but we can't focus for like a day, you know? Like we've got a maximum limit, excuse me, which is about 90 minutes that we can focus. Now, those are the three kind of like biggest reasons that I can think of why you can't focus. There's a bunch of other like really small reasons, you know, like maybe you're distracting yourself all the time. Maybe you're just tired, bro. Maybe, you know, you nutted just then or something like that. But, you know, these are the real big three things that if you implement them and work on them, you'll make a lot of progress in your focus. But just keep working and improving your focus. This is like a philosophy I like to live by, or like an idea. I like to focus like a cheetah. That's my goal. Focus like a cheetah. So how does a cheetah hunt? They hunt fast and they hunt hard, right? Like they see their zebra prey or whatever. They run super fast to the zebra prey or whatever and then attack them, eat them. It's over in like 20 seconds. And how does what's an animal that hunts really slow? How does a spider hunt? Okay, they like build a web really slowly. Okay, this analogy is breaking apart, bro, but you know what I mean? You want to study like a cheetah. You want to study fast and hard. Anyway, bro, I hope this video helped, bro, for my fellow students or for people who are working. Bro, if you like this kind of self-improvement content and you resonate with my message and want to join me on my journey, my self-improvement journey, bro, subscribe. Give the video a like if it helped as well, or leave a comment, you know, say like, oh shit, bro, this video didn't help, or give me some feedback, whatever. Anyway, see you later, bro. Click on this video right now.